Hey fam, it's a late Friday afternoon vlog, video, chit chat, Lexi talk, whatever you want to call it. So grab a snack and come on back. Hey friends, Lexi and Yappy in the building. And I pulled two cards a couple days ago and I never got to really get to them here. And I pulled two cards for myself, but these two cards go exceptionally with what I've been dealing with for the last couple days. And I felt they were perfect for today. And these were jumpers, they fell out. And these cards are from the, it's a 78 piece card set of the Love Oracle card. And the first card I pulled was the Divine Feminine. And the Divine Feminine card shows yin feminine energy. And the next card I pulled was the Influences card. And that shows like attachments and third parties, peers. So I just, I wrote some notes the other day, and the yin feminine energy card, and here she is right here. She's there. She has on a tiara. And the yin feminine card speaks to sacred feminine, receptive, soft, nurturing, intuitive, open, like she's open. It's a reminder for us, or for me, because I pulled these for me, but this may resonate with you, so I say us. It's a reminder for us to flow, to just flow instead of forcing something. Don't force it. Let it flow. If it's not for you, it's not for you. So you don't force it. Just to let that, and just let it flow. Just let it flow. To listen rather than chase. And I say this every day. We don't chase, we attract. So to listen instead of chasing. Don't go chasing and asking people for validation and asking people dumb shit. Like, oh, I don't know. I haven't heard from you. I this, I that. Don't do that. Don't do that in your life. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't chase that, because people have lives and people can't always be what you want them to be for you in the moment. So, don't go chasing things. Just flow. Just let things be. Just let things be. Trust that what is meant for you will arrive when the time is right. What do we talk about here all the time? Divine timing. Trust that if something is meant for you, it's going to happen. If somebody's going to get in touch with you, they're going to get in touch with you. And it's just going to happen when it happens. If you're meant to be with somebody, or you're meant to see somebody, or you're meant to do something, then it's going to happen when it's time to happen. Don't rush these things. Don't go chasing after these things. Let things flow. Things will come to you. Things will come to you. Either this is you. For me, it's like the energy that you're being called to embody. The energy that I feel like I'm being called to embody is like gentle energy, magnetic energy, self-worth energy. Those are my energies. And magnetic is a big energy, of mine, because as a Leo, I am a magnet and I pull people into me. And sometimes that energy is energy that I don't want. But it happens, and I always say to Spirit, I'm like, Spirit, you got a funny sense of humor. Because sometimes I don't want to deal with some of this bullshit, but you're like, oh, but you're going to. Spirit is like, but you're going to. So, I got to go with it, right? I got to go with the flow. As they say, as the card says, got to go with the flow. And, let's look at the Influences card that we pulled. And this card says attachments, third parties, and peers. And in the card, it's a woman, and you see her face, but then at the top, it's like her head is split. You know, it's split from the back. So like a compact, like she's split open, and you see all the birds flying out and trees. And in one of the readings that I saw today, it was a bunch of birds in one of the cards. And she's like, you're going to see a bunch of birds. And look at that. There's a bunch of birds on this card. Like, you can't make this up. People who say, oh, I don't know the tarot. And these cards don't ever lie. They never lie. They have never lied to me yet. They never lie. What's around you and for you, you're going to see, and it's going to just keep coming. You know, it's just going to keep coming. I think this card in particular tells me that if we put the two cards together, right? It's like the divine feminine energy maybe is feeling crowded, or, you know, maybe feeling crowded, a little distorted, a little crowded. You know, maybe. Like, there may be people, you know, like people in your ear or people in my ear, you know, which the last few days, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, with drama that doesn't belong to me and drama that doesn't belong to you. And so, you know, energies are pulling me in so many different directions. And as an empath, and as somebody who, I feel other people's energies, I attract other people's energies, and I don't always want that. You know, it's like, I love you, I want to do things with you, or I want to help you, or I want to go out with you, or I want to do things with you. But if your energy is a certain thing, I don't want any parts of that. You know, I just don't at the time, you know, at the time. And we always want to hold space for people, like in the video yesterday, you know, that video, and I have to thank beautiful Ange at Roots and Waves for accommodating me, coming to my space, to my safe space here, and really holding space for me, because so many people don't do that for others. They don't. You know, she is really one of my best friends. She is my best friend. And she came and said, Lex, this all happened to you this week. This is going on. Pope Francis passed, and you're really feeling this, and I want to be there for you. And she did that for me. Nobody else did that for me. Nobody else did that for me. The only other person that held space for me this week was our beautiful Nancy at Crohn's Intuition, the Dalai Lama, baby, of my life. I mean, Nancy is the most generous person. Selena is the most generous person. You know, they're always there. They feel the energies. Beautiful Lila, Tapestry of the Unseen. All these people reached out to me, and they're like, Lex, I feel it. I feel that you're going through something, that, you know, there's something sadness, because some people didn't even know that the Pope had passed, you know, because everybody doesn't watch TV and deal with the news, and everybody's not religious and knows about the spiritual leaders and different things. But when these people specifically reached out to me, it was amazing. It was amazing. And, you know, it's wonderful, because we get people that reach out to us for their own bullshit. You know, when they're going through shit and they're reaching out to you, but they don't give a damn about what you're going through. We have that all the time. We have that all the time. And I feel like these cards, you know, kind of have that, like, just like, you know, there may be people in your ear, but not always in your ear for a good reason, with their own drama and their own, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for. Their own agendas. Their own agendas. You know, and when the drama doesn't belong to you, your energies, you know, and it's, those energies are pulling your heart in a different direction, you know, and it's emotional baggage. It's emotional baggage. And karmic connections, and just, I don't know, you know, social pressures. There's all kinds of things that are just pulling at us and pulling at us and pulling at us, you know, and you know, certain friends and certain peers, you know, like this says, third parties, peers, attachments, certain friends of ours or peers, you know, they mean well, but they don't truly understand your journey. They don't. They don't. They don't understand your journey. Like, you may have somebody, you're going through something deep, and you don't have anybody to talk to, vent to, whatever, because Those people don't understand your journey. You know, like so many people on this platform, you know, well, no, didn't reach out to me. I mean, I didn't expect them to, but they didn't hold space. They didn't really give a damn. And that I was going through something, you know, and that's why we did that video yesterday, to show that we can get together as two separate people with two separate backgrounds and still hold space for each other, whether we believe in the same thing or not. You know, some people on this platform, everything for them is fucking one-sided. It's whatever they're into, whatever they're doing, whatever, and they can't hold space. And so many people don't know, you know, what that means. And I've got to go over that again, of what that means. And I'm going to give the actual meaning of that, of what that means. You know, to hold space. It's if you're holding space, you know, for a therapeutic context or interpersonal context, let's just say that. And it'll be down below. Holding space means being present and supportive for someone, allowing them to fully experience their emotions and their thoughts without judgment or interruption, creating a safe, validating environment. Without judgment and interruption, let them vent and have what they got to do. Let them cry, let them vent, let them say whatever. It doesn't matter what the fuck you're going through. If you're going to hold space for somebody, do it without strings attached. Without, well, I'm doing this and I'm dealing with this and I'm blah, blah, blah. That's not being a genuine friend. It's not. It's not. And I found that out on Monday. I'm like, really? Like, oh, this is how it is here? Yeah, this is how it is here. So, you know, it's crazy. But, you know, you don't have to be Catholic to hold space for me because I'm grieving the Pope. You don't even have to know who the Pope is. All you know is that I'm going through something, I'm dealing with something, and you just want to come and offer me a nice word, a kind gesture. Just hold space. Just hold space. And if you're dealing with something that's triggered you or anything else in the background, don't bring that up here. That's not what this is about. We have space for you. I will hold space for you. But in this moment, be in the present, be in the moment, be in the now of holding space for that person that needs you. Don't bring your baggage. And that's what these cards are saying, at least to me. That's what I took it to mean, especially when this says third parties and peers and attachments. Like, yeah. I mean, you know, it's like this noise is creating tension in a space where it should just be stillness. You should just be still and quiet and be able to deal with whatever you're dealing with. Yes, you should be. You know, you should be. But instead, you have all the people who are, you know, somebody's in your ear over here, and somebody's in your ear over here, and somebody's in your ear. And it just is like never-ending, non-stop bullshit. It's like, come on, people. Come on. So together for me, I feel like these two cards are saying to what? What, may you ask? Well, what I interpret this to mean, my intuition is telling me that these cards mean for me and possibly for you to protect your peace. Protect your peace. You can't be everything to everybody until you protect yourself. You can't be everything for everybody else and all their energies and all their everything and all their everything. I don't fucking want it. I don't want your energy. I don't want anything to do with any of the bullshit. I don't. I want to protect my peace. And that's self-care. And that's not selfishness. That's self-care. And being self-aware of what you know you can handle and can't handle. You know, if outside influences are like around here and they're just fogging you, you know, like the outside influences, I feel that's what's going on with her. That's why her head is open here. Because so many outside influences, you know, are just bogging her down and fogging her intuition. You know, like it's time to detach. So she's like detached. It's time to detach and to reset your boundaries. What do we talk about here all the time? Boundaries. And who are boundaries for? Boundaries are for you, not for the other person. They're for you. And you got to let your boundaries be known. You got to let them be known. And take a step back. If you can't deal with somebody in the moment, or like today's been a really busy day for me and I have a million fucking messages that I can't get to today. And I don't plan on getting to them because I have to protect my peace today. And I have other things going on, like my family members who I've neglected this week because I'm filming and doing different things, because these people don't know that I'm on YouTube. So when they call me and I don't answer and I'm doing things and they're like, well, we haven't talked to you and we haven't heard from you and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, because they don't know that I'm on this platform and I am dedicating my life to this here. This is a mission for me, a lifelong mission of bringing change to this platform and trying to change the trajectory of how we view each other and what we think about each other. Because for me, this is a space where I am going to be my true, authentic, 100,000% self. What you see is what you get here. And nothing less. Nothing less. You know, I'm not phony and I'm not on here with airs and I'm not trying to make you think that I'm one thing and then I'm on the other side I'm not. And no, who has time for that bullshit? Who has time for that? And I don't like playing games as an adult either. Don't play games. Don't pit me with somebody else and do something else. Don't do that. We're all grown-ups. I ain't got time. Ain't nobody got time for that bullshit. We don't have time for that. Don't have time for that. You know, when you detach yourself, you know, it's like you have to reset your boundaries, like I said. And you want to return to your inner knowing because you know what's going on. You know yourself and you know what's going on. You don't need the bullshit. You don't need the people in your ears and all everybody else's energies and negative energies and that 3D level energy and shit. You don't need that. Because why? Because we are on this fifth dimension, baby. We're not down here with the bullshit and the game playing and stuff as adults. We're not down here for that. I'm not. I'm definitely not. You know, and when we're overstimulated, you know, that's what this card too. You know, to me, it's like love can't flourish where the feminine is overstimulated. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? It just can't. It just cannot. You know, so let yourself rest. Breathe in and breathe out. Take some deep breaths. Clear your mind. You know, be still. Let that noise go. Let that noise go. Let that noise go away. Let it go away. You know, I hope that this message resonated with somebody. These were 2 good card pulls that I pulled for myself, and I loved them because this whole week was just a bunch of noise. All these oh God, you know, it's like I'm going, it's Friday. So like the brain fart is really happening. All these conspiracy theories. The word I was looking for is conspiracy about how the Pope died and oh, somebody from here, from the White House was there. And then after he met that person, like if that person is the Antichrist and stop the bullshit. Come on. None of that. None of that is true. And maybe he is, but that's not what happened. That's not what happened, beloved. You know, and all these stories and just stupid shit going on. It's just stupid. You know, I mean, we are worthy of peace and reclaiming our energy every single day. I reclaim my energy. And you know how I do that too? I say, divine spirit within me, move me in the direction of my highest good this day. And not in the direction of the bullshit energies of other people on this platform or otherwise. Move my mind so I have my right minds and I'm not listening to the bullshit from other people. Move my words so that I can speak my mind and say no. No is a full fucking sentence. I'm not playing your games or any of that. Move my body so that I know, yeah, I don't have to sit here and deal with this shit. I can go sit down and meditate and do whatever, move my body and get all that fogginess out of my head so that, and move my emotions because it can be very emotional, and move my emotions, so that I am able to be my best, do my best, serve my best, serve my best here to you, so that we can have the best motherfucking day ever. Yes. And I'm like, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Because everybody can't deal with the constant barrage of bullshit that happens every day, and the conspiracy theories you see on TV and all this other stuff that's going on and whatnot. Nobody can deal with it. I can't deal with that. That's why I don't watch a lot of stuff. But I do still want to be informed of what's going on around me. And I'm so glad that I saw that pop up on my phone that morning about Prince. He is a prince, though. About Pope Francis. And that the people who came that day and held space for me, that was special. That was special. Nancy and Ange, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. They were there in that moment for me. And I'll never forget that. I never will. I never will. So, yeah. Don't worry about your agenda and what problems you've had with the church and this and that. It's not about you. In that moment, it was about me in that moment, feeling so devastated at that news, because that my mother's religion, this being Catholic, meant everything to my mother. She was devout, and she loved Pope Francis. And I loved Pope Francis for what he stood for inclusivity and love. And love. So, if you're on a healing journey, especially as a divine feminine, then hit the like button here. Hit it. Give us a like. You want to subscribe? I've asked you all through this video, but subliminally. So do it. Come on, we're trying to get to 200. So do it. Share this video, and just remember that you are worthy of peace. We are all worthy of peace. We are worthy of love. We are worthy of peace. We truly are. I want to read something before we end here. You're worthy of love that feels safe. Not of love that is conditional, of love that's unconditional. Not of love with conditions of, if you don't do this, I'm going to do this to you, and I'm going to do that to you, and and under the guise of love, because that is not love. That is definitely, I can't talk today. Definitely not love. But I want to read something to you from the Sacred Knowing Tarot. And she had a card today. And it said, it was a necessary ending so that you can pursue the life you're destined to lead. Leave the past behind. Ding, 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 motherfucking ding. Leave the past behind. Leave it. We're focusing on today, on the now. We don't want that 3D energy. We want to be up here, baby. So leave all that stuff behind, beloved. Leave it behind you. And she had an affirmation for today. And the affirmation for today was just beautiful. It was so beautiful. And let me see if I can find it. The affirmation was, I am not stuck. I am growing. Even if I feel trapped in this moment, I trust that clarity is coming. I give myself permission to release the fear that keeps me small. I open to new thoughts, new choices, and new energy, positive energy. I believe in my ability to rise above the noise and return to who I really am. Isn't that just what we said? Stop the noise. Isn't that what we just said? And grow and return to who you really are, beloved. Stop the noise. Stop listening to all the noise. If you know that these things trigger you and whatever, don't listen, don't watch, don't anything. Don't do it. Why would you bring that energy into you if you know that's a trigger for you? Don't do it. Don't do it. Return to who you really are. Sit down with yourself. You know, in peace and stillness, take some deep breaths. Take some deep breaths. We all deserve that peace. And we all deserve the stillness. And we all deserve to let all that noise just melt away. Just go. Just let all the noise just go away. I hope this resonated with you. I really do. I hope it did. You know, I love these cards. I love the oracle cards. When I first got this deck, and I'll maybe put it up here somewhere, I was like, I don't know about these cards. But as I started going through them, I'm like, I love these cards. I love them so much. And just remember, the cards don't lie. They don't. Whatever you ask Spirit, Spirit is going to give it to you. She's going to give it to you. And it's going to be the truth. Whether that truth hurts or not, it's going to be the truth. And it's up to you to handle that and take that how you will. So if it doesn't resonate with you, leave it for somebody else. So, Yappy and Lexi out. And remember that I love you. I see you. I truly do see you. And I'm proud of you, friend. If nobody's told you those things, I am. I am. So it's Friday night. I just filled my belly. And my daughter's back at work. And I'm going to go and do a little bit of exercise, do some steps, and watch some YouTube, and relax and be in that peace and stillness and quiet. I'm going to watch something that makes me happy. I'm not talking to a living motherfucking soul today. I may not talk to a soul tomorrow, and I may not talk to anybody on the next day. I'm not. It's the weekend. It's the freaking weekend, and I am going to relax. And that's it. So I'm going to have that peace that we so crave. So, thank you for watching and giving me space, holding space for me. I appreciate you so much. And you know it. I love you plenty. Have a fabulous weekend.